we will continue the general characters of gymnosperms. The 15th point is, so as we discussed earlier, the only type of pollination present in gymnosperm is anemophilous. So after the big transfer of pollen grains, the pollen grains will be dusted here. So for the pollination process, what will happen? The microspores which are present in the microsporangia should be liberated. That liberation happening in different stages. For example, in cycas, the microspores are liberated from the microsporangia in the three-celled condition. In three-celled condition. But in case of Pinus, the dissemination of microspores is in its four-celled condition. But in Ephedra, the microspore dissemination is in its five-celled condition. So, in gymnosperms, the dissemination of microspores from the microsporangia is at different stages. Okay. So, after the process of pollination, pollen grains are dusting in this, pollen grains are depositing in this pollen chamber, and in this pollen chamber, what will happen? The pollen grains will germinate and the gamete transfer is through the pollen tube. So, such type of fertilization is known as siphonogamy. So, what is siphonogamy? Siphonogamy means the transfer of male gametes, through pollen tube. That process is called as siphonogamy. Okay, so the gamete transfer is siphonogamous. Then we know this is nucellus. Within the nucellus, what is present? Within the nucellus, some of the cells forms in archegonia. Archegonia is a female reproductive organ. So archegonia is forming within the nucellus. Within archegonia, ventral canal cell as well as egg cell is present. But in some advanced gymnosperms, this ventral canal cell or the archegonia is absent. Instead, a single egg is acting as a female reproductive structure or female gamete. Okay. So within the nucellus, the archegonia is developing, and within archegonia, egg is present. That egg is fertilized by the male gamete, which is coming through the pollen tube. Okay. So after the process of fertilization, what will happen? The zygote will form. Then the 18th point, the most important point regarding gymnosperms is the nucell, the endosperm. Endosperm. What is endosperm? The nutritive tissue of embryo. In case of angiosperms, the endosperm formation is a post-fertilization event. After fertilization, what will happen? Triple fusion will happen, and the endosperm in angiosperm is triploid. But in gymnosperms, the endosperm formation is a pre-fertilization event. That means before fertilization, endosperm is forming. So the ploidy of endosperm in gymnosperm is haploid. The endosperm of gymnosperm is haploid. Okay. So after fertilization, what will happen? After fertilization, here within the archegonia, egg is present. After fertilization, the zygote will develop, and the ovule will form the seed, and the integument forms the seed pod. Ovule forms the seed because after fertilization, zygote is forming. Zygote undergoes division and forms embryo. The nourishment of that embryo is by endosperm, which is haploid. And after that, what will happen? The ovule is developing into seed, and the integument forms the seed pod. Okay. Then the next point, it is very important point. The seed of gymnosperm represent generations. So, in gymnosperm, the seed represents 3 generations. In which way it represents 3 generations? Suppose the seed coat. Seed coat means seed coat is developing from the integument. Integument means that integument is a part of first sporophytic generation. Integument, which forms the seed coat, is a part of the first sporophytic generation. Then after seed coat, what is present? The seed, the embryo. Embryo means it is a part of the second, forthcoming sporophytic generation, because after fertilization, diploid zygote is forming, it undergoes division and forms the embryo, which is the starting stage of second sporophytic generation. Then for the nourishment of embryo, what is present? Endosperm is present. This endosperm is haploid, that means it is a product of first gametophytic stage. So, in gymnosperms, the seed represents 3 stages of life. The seed coat is from the first sporophytic generation. The embryo represents the second, the forthcoming sporophytic generation, and the endosperm represents the gametophytic generation. Okay. Then the final point in the general characters of gymnosperm is the gymnosperms shows distinct alternation of generation. What do you mean by alternation of generation? That means both sporophytic as well as gametophytic generations are present in the life cycle of gymnosperm. That means the predominant type of plant body is sporophyte. During the time of sexual reproduction, the gametes are forming, and the reproductive structures, the gametes are haploid. It represents the gametophytic phase. But when compared to the sporophytic phase, the gametophytic phase is very, very small. Okay, so in gymnosperms, both sporophytic as well as gametophytic generations are present, but the predominant phase is sporophyte. So the general characters of gymnosperms are completed.